Writer-director David Robert Mitchell seems to be working his way through staple movie genres. His first feature, The Myth of the American Sleepover, was a teen comedy. His second, It Follows, was a very superior horror movie. And his third, Under the Silver Lake, which premiered in competition at Cannes last year, is a present-day film noir, a convoluted mystery set in Los Angeles and overflowing with cinematic references. Sam, Andrew Garfield, is a bit of a loser. He doesn't have a job, he lacks ambition, he owes rent on his apartment and payments on his car. There's a poster for Rear Window on his wall, and he follows James Stewart's example by ogling a young woman who lives across the way. Sam is a pretty isolated fellow, though he receives an occasional visit from an unnamed actress girlfriend who sleeps with him in a disinterested sort of way. But then one day he sees Sarah Riley Keough, a beauty in the Grace Kelly tradition who lives in the same apartment building. Sam uses Sarah's dog to make a connection with her, and somewhat to his surprise, she invites him into her apartment and they get stoned while watching How to Marry a Millionaire on television. It seems like a promising beginning to a relationship that might possibly prompt Sam to pull himself together, but next morning Sarah has gone. Her apartment is empty, except for a shoebox containing a Polaroid photograph. And what's that symbol of a double diamond scrawled on the wall? All this is tasty stuff if you enjoy this sort of thing, but unfortunately Under the Silver Lake is no Chinatown or The Long Goodbye. Some have compared it to David Lynch, films like Blue Velvet, and it's certainly in that tradition while not quite achieving the heights of Lynch's vision. Yet despite the fact that expectations aren't entirely fulfilled, there's a great deal to enjoy here. As in any thriller worth its salt, there's a gallery of interesting minor characters, some suspects and some in place mainly to add to the intrigue. Mitchell knows and loves his old movies, there's no doubt about that, and film buffs like myself will relish his references and allusions to the great cinema of the past. But that's not quite enough to sustain a lengthy 2-hour, 20-minute movie with a protagonist who isn't exactly likeable. Despite its tasty red herrings and overblown conspiracy theories, Under the Silver Lake is a bit disappointing. Yet I'm prepared to give Mitchell the benefit of the doubt. His film looks great, and even though it lacks the discipline that might have made it a classic of its kind, it's well worth travelling down these mean cinematic streets. I'm giving Under the Silver Lake 3.5 stars.